Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new Ninjago video here on the channel. My name is TannerFishies. In today's video, we are going to be discussing the final scenes of Ninjago Dragons Rising Season 2 Part 1, and what exactly was revealed that teases Ninjago Dragons Rising Season 2 Part 2, which will be debuting later this year. Now with that being said, obviously we are going to be discussing spoilers for Season 2 Part 1 in today's video, so keep that in mind. Spoilers are ahead. So Season 2 Part 1 ends with a couple of different scenes, the more interesting of which involve Lord Ras and Kai. Let's talk about the Kai scene first, because obviously with Kai and Bonzel trapped in this weird location, it's going to be rather difficult for them to get out, but I imagine eventually they will escape, right? Bonzel does mention that it's impossible for them to get out without another rising of the blood moon, mentioning that it will be a long time before it happens again. However, Season 2 itself actually revealed something interesting surrounding the blood moon itself that might suggest that it will be returning sooner than expected. Now, I'm not sure how many people noticed this detail, but when the blood moon rose earlier in Season 2, Lord Ras's design actually changed a little bit. His purple markings on his face and his hands actually changed from purple to red, signifying the rising of the blood moon. Then, following the blood moon descending after the ninja basically foiled the blood moon ritual, the markings on his face and hands actually went back to being purple. And this is not some type of animation mistake. This was intentional, as Lord Ras can be seen reacting to this change once the blood moon rose for the first time. Why exactly do I bring this up? How is this relevant to Kai and Bonzel being trapped in this weird location? Well, we do know that Season 2 Part 2 will be debuting in the summertime, and they will have a handful of sets to correspond with the episodes, obviously still Season 2, and they will still contain Lord Ras. We actually do have ourselves a look at the Lord Ras minifigure, that of course being leaked directly from LEGO, which has the same red markings on his face and hands that Lord Ras obtained in this season when the blood moon rose. So unless this minifigure isn't canon for some reason, this will be the design that Lord Ras has in Season 2 Part 2, and like we saw in Season 2 Part 1, when the blood moon rises, he turns red, which he is in this new design, so I imagine the blood moon will be rising again, which would give the ninja an opportunity to once again open the portal to get Kai out of there. Now, at the same time, they would need to be careful, because clearly opening the portal would mean that the rest of the Forbidden Five could actually come back through if the ritual is done again, which it probably will be, considering that the first attempt did not really go very well. So while the blood moon might naturally rise every 1,000 years or so, I forget exactly what Bonzel said, but every so often the blood moon actually does rise by itself, which it probably will not be in Season 2 Part 2 because it will be too soon. The blood moon will probably be forced to rise somehow. How exactly that will work, we just have to wait and see. On the other hand, the Wolf Mask, Shadow Dojo, Lord Ras, Cinder, Jordana, and the new character Noct, one of the Forbidden Five, are all teleported away from the wildness and sent to this other location. It's some type of empty, grassy location. My first thought was the grasslands from the end of Season 10, but that obviously would not make any sense. So where exactly is this place? Could literally be anywhere. It's literally just an empty plain, nothing really going on here. But like I said, everyone gets teleported to this location. Lord Ras immediately shows his dominance over Noct, proving that he himself is still top dog and no Forbidden Five member will be allowed to call the shots. He is the one that's in charge. He equips Noct with some type of control device, as he says, basically rendering him useless. Cinder doesn't really say much. I imagine we will see more Cinder stuff in Season 2 Part 2 as well. Maybe actually learning why he is evil. I mean, we saw a Lord Ras flashback during Season 2 Part 1, so why is Cinder evil? Maybe we could get some type of Cinder flashback showing his upbringing, showing why he's evil, showing Lord Ras recruiting him, all of that good stuff. But Jordana, on the other hand, she is actually having her own little moment, I guess. She's chattering, rocking back and forth. She has this creepy smile on her face. What exactly happened to Jordana? I will probably be talking about that more in its own upcoming video, but I've seen a lot of theories so far. I've seen some people say that maybe she was possessed by one of the Forbidden Five, or all of the Forbidden Five. Maybe all of the remaining Forbidden Five members jumped from the portal to her body, since we don't really see a lot of them in the same world with Kai and Bonzel. But how big big is that world, you know? Maybe they did escape, but they can't escape physically. Maybe they will try to communicate to Lord Ras through Jordana. But Lord Ras immediately turns his attention to Jordana and is about ready to basically rip her head off until he gets summoned by his master once again. But Lord Ras gets summoned by his master. He gets sent back to this weird celestial plane that we saw him enter earlier in the season, but now it's very apparent that his master is not pleased over the failure of the Blood Moon ritual. Lord Ras reassures his master that they will indeed prevail. This was only one part of his massive plan, and next on the agenda is to conquer the Tournament of the Sources and dominate the Source Dragons. Now, for those that might not be aware, Season 2 Part 2 will be very much tournament-based. We have several leaked minifigures from LEGO directly showcasing the ninja in new tournament-style outfits, and several of the upcoming set listings do talk about a tournament as well. So in Season 2 Part 2, there will be a massive tournament called the Tournament of the Sources, and the Source Dragons will be involved somehow. In terms of what the tournament actually is, though, that is a very good question. It sounds like the Source Dragons are going to be directly involved, so maybe it's their tournament, and Lord Ras plans on winning to work his way up to the Source Dragons, eventually defeat them, and grow even more powerful than the Source Dragons themselves. It's hard to say really where the Source Dragons will be involved in all of that. Maybe they will have a representative running the tournament in their place, or it might just be the Source Dragons themselves. And in terms of who will be involved in the tournament, obviously Lord Ras, his team, and the ninja, but who else? Is it open to anyone across all of the merged realms? What exactly does the winner of the tournament win? That is a great question that I'm sure Dragons Rising Season 2 Part 2 will answer, but as of right now, getting a name drop for the Tournament of the Sources is a pretty big deal, because that's going to be the entire focus of Season 2 Part 2. And also, like I said, the ninja trying to get Kai back, that will also be a pretty major focus as well. Obviously, we don't really know for sure what the winner of the tournament will actually win, but what if it's some type of wish? Maybe if Lord Ras wins, he could wish for the Blood Moon to rise again, to try to actually complete the spell, giving the ninja a chance to get Kai out of the portal. All of this could tie together, but I will probably save a lot of my more in-depth thoughts and theories for future videos surrounding the entire topic of Kai, Bonzel, and how exactly the ninja will get them out of this weird alternate dimension. But of course, with that being said, guys, that'll pretty much wrap it up for my thoughts here. I just wanted to make a really quick video talking about how Season 2 Part 1 ended with a direct teaser for Season 2 Part 2, with the Tournament of the Sources being name dropped. So with that being said, leave all of your thoughts down below in the comments. What exactly do you think this tournament will be all about? And are you looking forward to Dragons Rising Season 2 Part 2? Again, as of right now, we do not have a release date, nor do we have a release window, aside from the fact that it will be debuting at some point this year. So stay tuned. As soon as I know for sure, I will let you guys know for sure. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you guys enjoyed this one, feel free to like and subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and I will talk to you guys again very, very soon. Peace.